Okay, she goes in there to use the toilet, and your lookout. Okay, now a woman walks by. Okay, and she has to use the bathroom. Okay, there's 2 stalls in there, so that's okay. She's gonna go in there and use the bathroom. She just looks like a normal woman. You know, maybe 45 or so. Just a normal looking woman.
5 years.
You know, yeah, give or take 5 years. You know, probably with vaginal prolapse. But she walks in to use the bathroom. Now, do you become alarmed at that? Like, if she goes in to use the bathroom, are you going to follow in right next to her to make sure she's not doing anything untoward towards your daughter?
If I saw, I wouldn't have left the premise anyway.
No, you wouldn't leave the premise. No.
No.
You're right outside the door, by some feet. You're just right outside the door by some feet. But this 45-year-old woman with vaginal prolapse walks in. Now, are you going to follow her in to make sure that she's not going to be molesting your daughter?
Yes, definitely.
Really? You're going to follow a 45-year-old woman into a bathroom to make sure?
Are you gonna help the 45-year-old woman use the bathroom?
If she needs help, yes, I would.
You're a real trooper. You're a real gem.
Thank you.
Well, wait. Let's clarify that
People
question.
Like me
Would she have this?
People when they're in the toilet.
Wait, Marianne. Let's redefine that question. What if she's completely able to do it herself? There's nothing wrong with her. Then you still would?
Able to do what herself?
Use the bathroom.
What were you?
The prolapse lady or the child?
The old lady.
The other lady.
That really old 45-year-old.
But she's really insisting that you help her, even though she's told you she can go herself. She just wants you to help her.
I just stand guarding my.
That geriatric 45-year-old woman.
So you're a little bit transphobic. You've obviously been abused. What else? I mean, what else is interesting about you, Marianne? You've got 12 years under the belt. Yahoo, Pal Talk. You're not a very high octane participant, right? You like to be led by the nose, right? So how about you pick it up now? We'll throw the ball to you, so to speak, sorry, and you can start the conversation.
I feel like there was an opportunity for a few genital jokes that you missed out on there, Ray. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, I had more to go
But
on
anyways.
that one. That's okay. Well, we can pick it up later.
No, just you can. So one of the problems I'm having, Marianne, is that you're not really doing anything, right? You're not really participating. You like the ruckus. You like the shit show. How do you normally get a shit show going?
Well, I don't like the shit show. I'm just riding the shit show wave, hoping it'll end.
Oh.
This ride never ends.
Yeah, that's not going to happen, unfortunately. That seems to be at odds at what you said when you came in.
No, I've never said shit show. I enjoy people, conversations, debates.
Is that why you offered to help the old woman use the bathroom?
Say that one again. What was that question?
Is that why you offered to help the old woman use the bathroom?
For the shit show?
Well, obviously she'll help her after she determines that the old lady's not going in to have a way with her daughter, who at 17 probably could take care of herself, but,
Would you help the... Never mind.
I mean, the real question is, like, what would happen if her daughter wanted to be molested?
Uh-oh.
By a 45-year-old woman.
She's 17, you know? It's...
That's okay.
Most countries, it's legal, you know?
Well, being that it was her doctor, I probably would have to say one. Go figure.
We're going to need to pick this up.
Can't you imagine her daughter, like,
come
her
on.
daughter's been trying to use public restrooms for years and get molested, and her mom keeps
You've gone on about this. She's been consistent, Vade. She's been consistent.
Mom, can you get out, please? I'm never going to get molested at this rate.
She's winning this one, Vade. She's being too consistent, right?
Absolute science.
This is a tough crowd.
That's good.
Honestly, all of these questions, though, have been leading up to one very big question, Marianne. Yes or no? Question mark.
You're a father. You're a newbie in the room.
I've been here for a year and a half. I would like a refund.
What's your username, Bean?
I've been here for 1.5 years. I'm not even joking.
You know, Ray, I think you might be right about her being sexually abused. And after this whole little exchange, I'm suspecting that maybe she was molested in a bathroom by a transgender 45-year-old.
Well, no, everything seems to point towards someone. The high-pitched woman's voice, the lying about her age. You know what I mean? All everything just points towards someone that's really being diddled. I don't really know. I mean, look, I'm sorry. It's just
That's okay.
no one's.
It's
It
alright.
wasn't your fault. You got to
No,
understand that it wasn't your fault.
I have never been molested.
And that's good. Keep telling
It's-
yourself that. That's a
you don't
good
have to lie
attitude.
anymore, you know? You don't have
That's
to
how
lie.
you're gonna get through life, lady, little lady. Just imagine that. Just imagine a little imagine yourself as a younger girl, and you're telling her that, and you tell her it's okay. It wasn't your fault, right? That's a good
Right.
attitude.
Ray, I feel like you're deflecting here. You're projecting
let's
onto
get
her.
to the real problem. E-father, you've been
Yes.
here for 3 months.
I've been here longer
4
than 3
months.
months.
Sorry.
No
4
one
longer than
knows who
4
the fuck
months.
you are, so get on with telling us who you are, because no one can remember you.
I've been here since last year,
01
2017.
January
Same
2018 is when you connected to this server.
month. That's not true. I have a post all the way from 07/29 2017, but I was here for like 2 or 3 months before
Were
that.
you banned?
I left the server and rejoined because some admin came in and muted me.
You're decisively chipper for someone that doesn't really engage much.
I want to die. Every day is suffering. Thanks. I
Does
think that
anyone remember
concludes this
him?
panel.
Because I don't want to go through all this theory tells us who he
was-
is or.
He was here a few weeks ago, but I haven't noticed him longer than that. I can only take his word.
Well, just
So there's a couple of things that have just piqued my interest, right? And
yeah,
What says he's-
my
his
my
first
body
post-
is ready. Yeah, my first
some of
post
them
was 07.
some of them are when people come in and they interact with other new people, in a little bit of a cheeky backslapping manner, right?
Yeah, dude.
It's fairly obvious when you do it. That's the first thing that was noted. Two,
Thanks.
well, no, it's not really a compliment. It was too obvious you did it. Where's the value in you being here? Because you were obviously bad,
There
but
is
you've done a bad evasion.
absolutely no value at all.
Okay.
None. Not a single ounce.
Okay.
Yep. I think that concludes this panel.
Oh,
I'll see you all
I'm the
again
one
next
that
year.
muted him.
Goodbye.
I
Why
probably
kidding.
took him down.
was muted. It seems odd.
It's weird because
it
you
was-
only have
so-
25 results total. in chat.
So I was in here having a discussion about agnosticism
That was a joke.
and
yeah,
determinism
Jeremy.
with
That's why
some
you
guy,
muted.
and a moderator came in and muted me, and so
Yeah,
I never came on the
yeah,
server for a
your
year.
So you haven't been here 1.5 years. You left and then just came back now.
I pop in occasionally and make horrible jokes and then leave. Usually,
That could be another reason why you're
Yeah,
banned.
that's probably why we're.
It could be more of the
well, I
reason.
wasn't banned, but I digress.
Well, you claimed and then you
No, I said
retracted
muted.
and said muted.
I was never banned. Same account. I left the server and then rejoined after being muted.
So if you have no value of being here, why are
Oh,
you
so
being here?
okay. So you've done a mute evasion then.
So you're
Yes.
bypassing being muted.
Yes.
Bypass being muted. And sorry, buddy.
Rip.
Hmm.
What servers you been dicking around for when you're not in servers being banned?
I don't understand the question.
Where else do you go?
I'm in over 100 discords. I don't even fucking know anymore.
Well, the one you go to most, the one that you click when you first log in.
My Discord? Probably, I have to say.
Hmm.
Gone. I actually joined because Big Chum Time sent me a message.
Oh, thanks, big. Nice
Oh,
one, big.
Chum.
Yeah, you can
Well
blame
done.
him. It's all his fault.
It's all good. I'll take it. Take it on the chin.
So if you can vouch for this guy, we can leave.
No.
it alone.
Do not vouch for me.
I never
He-
vouch.
He has good memes, but maybe you still want to
No,
ask
no,
him
no.
what 9 times 7.
What do you mean good? Well, what do you mean good memes?
I don't have good memes. My memes are
Oh.
shit.
He came on
That's
Do you
all.
and
mean
said
he repeats
that he
other
was-
people's shit?
Well, he came in and did an ASMR suicide stream, so I found that entertaining.
That would be. Now, why didn't you do that when you came back in today?
Because I had already used the joke.
Because you bombed with that fucking 7x9 bullshit when you tried to do that, man. That was terrible.
I think he was
God.
trying to replicate the humor of the specific instance you heard the question being asked.
Oh, I understand
But
what he was trying to do.
fell flat,
What I'm saying is
clearly.
he bombed when he did it, right?
Yeah,
Bombed what?
it interrupted the flow
Exactly.
of the conversation. And
Yeah, you have no sense for timing or propriety, man.
Yeah,
just-
you
my
dropped
bad.
it like a
My
fucking
bad.
hot
Yeah,
turd
my bad.
onto all
Sorry.
of our laps.
Sorry. It's all my fault.
You're so eager to present your personality to us that you can't.
Yep.
You got to pace it, right? You've
Yep,
got this.
just put it
these-
right in
you've
there.
got,
Dude.
like
Just
this
stick
joke
it in there.
that you want everyone to hear, right? You just have to make. You just can't wait.
Yep.
Look at me. Look at me. We get it.
Exactly.
We're starting to understand why you're banned.
Exactly. I wish I was banned, but I was only muted, unfortunately.
Oh, you can leave
Would
it
you like me
anytime
to
you
ban
want.
you?
No,
You
no,
can
no,
leave it
don't ban
anytime
me.
you want.
Don't ban me.
I think that was asking to be banned.
We don't always get what we want.
Oh, I can give it to you.
No. We don't always get what we want.
What are you doing, Big Chum Time? This isn't good.
not doing anything.
That's a lie. You're illegally recording videos, humorous videos. It's
False.
illegal.
What?
Yeah, so maybe you'd like to bring up a topic for conversation, E-Father. Maybe we can go back to
Let me
that
think very, very
determinism
carefully.
conversation that left you so.
You know, I'm thinking less along the lines of that. And why did I hate Swiss cheese when I was a kid? But now I fucking love Swiss cheese.
Oh, now I remember you. You're close.
Close.
Oh man, you're really bad.
Your father.
You're terrible.
So someone said that one of your best bits was a suicide ASMR, right?
Yes,
I mean,
yes.
you-
I don't recall that
You
being
take
my
credit
best.
for that. I mean, you take sole credit for that.
I mean, I
It's
want
not
to
like
die.
you saw that anywhere else first, right, and decided to repeat it on time.
You know what? I don't know that. Maybe I did. I do not know. Got him. But anyways, back to my original topic.
Can we get
Swiss
Marianne
cheese.
back in here because this guy's shit?
I agree with that, but Marianne never left. She was actually here the entire time. She was just struggling to grapple with her feelings about the 45-year-old woman who molested her. Completely silenced.
No, she's just keeping quiet, laying low, hoping people forget she's here.
Please don't play off my jokes.
It's okay, but I'll never play off your jokes.
Thank you.
Love you.
Ugh.
Oh Christ, yeah. I know, it's terrible. It's not even like the dude's got an interesting voice. Like it's so repetitive, and he sounds just like Big Chum Time. It's fucking.
That's why I
fucking
like him.
horrible.
Hey, are they the same person?
No,
I
we're not
actually
the same
love this
person. We
man.
don't need another 2-week fucking Mexican standoff on that.
I don't know why, but this server is home base for conspiracy theories of thinking people are other people just because they sound similar.
That is what a conspiracy.
Oh my god, dude, your voice is painful. It hurts.
Got him.
That wasn't very friendly, Sam.
So maybe you'd like to go back to that discussion on agnosticism, determinism, so disenfranchised.
No.
Give that some
I
new
think I'll
life
stick
and reinvigorate
to
that.
stick to my Swiss cheese.
Maybe
I
we
think
can
that's
come to
the
some
better
answers
conversation.
instead of what
No,
our
Swiss
preferences
cheese.
are in terms of.
Don't make me have to go all the way back to my computer just to annihilate you.
Molly's powering up. You better lay low, you father.
Understood.
You've only lived
Big
this
Chum, when
long,
does he get
guys, I'm
funny?
across
Like
the
when?
room right now.
Big Chum, what do we have to do to coax the funny out of this guy? You're obviously vouching for him.
Get a
You're his hype
hydraulic
man.
press. Press me with it, and take the.
Yeah, come on, you're not helping your cause right now, but come
God
on.
damn it, man! It was a good attempt. You can't say it wasn't a good attempt.
It wasn't a good attempt.
It wasn't.
All right, do you think you're an alpha or a beta male?
I do not know, man. You tell me.
Oh, you're beta.
All right, so let's say you've been out partying one night, right? You walk out of this nightclub into a fucking parking
I wouldn't
lot.
go to a nightclub. That gay.
Let him give the scenario, please. I think it's more entertaining and interesting to us.
All right. Go ahead. Go ahead.
All right, so you're walking out of this fucking nightclub, right? It's an empty parking lot. You're walking back to your car or whatever. And in between the rows of cars, you see this fucking 45-year-old woman with an anal prolapse fucking molesting this 15-year-old girl. And for some odd reason, like, the girl's mother is standing nearby. What do you do?
Fucking record it and post it on YouTube.
Well, you see, Vade, what you do is first you thank the gods, whatever gods you subscribe to, that you have been the instrument of fucking cleansing justice. And then you take out your fucking 12 gauge that's loaded with twin cylinders, okay, that give you up to like 120 rounds. It just looks like a little curlicue on the bottom of it. Just pop that sucker in there. And you make sure that's loaded not with fucking buckshot or double aught, no, dime shot. Fucking $2.10 a shotgun shell. And then you just fucking lay waste. And you don't just stop with them two. You fucking wipe out everybody in the parking lot because after all, they're all fucking generous, right?
You've been playing too much Fallout 4, man.
Fuck them all up. Fuck them up to the right. Fuck them to the left. If there's any animals, fuck them up too. And then after you're all finished, you sit down, you have a fucking smoke and a road beer, and you say to yourself, "That's a good fucking day's work." That's what you do.
Damn, you get some 90s rock in that, and that's GTA 6.
Well, I imagine then it's safe to go into the bathroom.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you know it, Gus? I load my fucking 20 gauge shotgun with dildo shot to make up for my penis envy.
Listen, there are attacks to which not even I will stoop, and that's between you and whatever gods you subscribe to, as cited earlier in the conversation.
Gus, do I know you from somewhere?
No.
You're right.
All right, moving right the fuck along.
I think he was inviting you to be his boyfriend.
That's I'm not sure how
That's
to handle
usually
this
like
unforeseen development.
An open.
It's all right. We'll just move on.
You're just gonna move on. I'm nothing to you, Gus.
We'll just move on.
Gus, come back.
Listen,
you can have the car.
I'm trying to talk about the cleansing of righteous America with holy gunpowder.
You're just gonna cleanse our relationship like it's nothing?
By them's what already knows. By them's what knows. Okay. And
Gus.
you first of all, before you wake up in the morning, you need to go and see Vade. You have to go and see Vade, and you have to say, Vade.
Ever since Vietnam, you've been different.
Who should I fucking blow away today, Vade? And Vade will have a fucking list for you of all of them degenerates.
My sister told us to go to the counselors, but I didn't listen.
How many points per degenerate you get to fucking blow away? It's like fucking Postal, but without the fun of carrying a mailbag up and down the street for a while. That's what that's about. I blame you for all of this, Tom, by the way.
Have you seen Falling Down, Gus?
Haven't you? Hasn't everyone?
Yeah, I was just going to say I quite like that movie.
There we go.
Is Postal similar?
I don't know. I never played the game Postal, but I'm told that it is.
Oh, it's a game? Oh, I see. Well, I like games, so maybe I'd like that. Who knows?
It's Falling Down about killing people with a lot of different.
No,
shit.
Falling Down is about a middle-aged dude who finds that the world no longer has any use for him, and so slowly but surely he's worn away by the indignities and fucking nastinesses of everyday life, until he starts chasing gangers around with a fucking sawed-off 12 gauge in the middle of the day, and you know, having an armed standoff in the local fucking Jack in the Box because he showed up 3 minutes after noon and he still wanted breakfast.
Yeah, it's also a pretty good Iron Maiden song.
Yeah, it was some true poetic beauty in that. Represents something that
Who
Paul
was
thought
in
about.
that? That was.
That's Michael Douglas. That's Michael
That's
Douglas.
right. That's
Michael
right.
Douglas, Robert Duvall, and Barbara Hershey.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, and who else is? I can't
And it
remember.
even
her
has a
name.
happy ending.
No.
Yeah, who played his ex-wife?
You know it doesn't have a happy ending.
Well, it does for some.
Said, do you know what doesn't have a happy ending?
Oh,
She's on that
tell us.
list. Respectable massage parlors.
Tell us what
That's
doesn't
one
have
of
a
them.
happy ending.
I don't actually know. Sorry.
Oh,
I was asking you.
are you new?
Rebella.
Are you new to the server, Yuri father?
No. I've been here for a while.
Tomer?
He's gonna wear thin fairly quick on you, Gus.
Is he?
No.
He ramped it up far too quick. He should have.
Yeah, dude.
Should I
Should
put
have
him in
came a
the?
little bit slower.
Should I put him in the
you gotta
shitter
load it
now
up.
and save myself the agony, or what?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. In the shitter you go, son.
Got him.
Let me know when.
The 5 canned lines he's got rehearsed. They're gonna wear soon, real quick.
Yeah,
Yep.
dude.
Got him. Yeah,
Got
dude.
him.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. See.
Ray, I think you underestimate how much I will say got him.
Yeah, that's what I like. It's one of your many talents, Ray, is your ability to spot fucking dinglings right off the bat.
Got him.
You gotta blame Big Chum for this. Big Chum time. Can we get a
small chum time now?
We're gonna need to get a power level decrease, and we're gonna need to get the Krillist plus taken away from you.
Is there a negative rank that I could have? Negative power rank? Is that possible?
Everything's just like an ironic fucking answer. It's just like
It's just absolute shite. This is Big Chum time brought him in.
I didn't bring him in. He chose to come in of his own volition.
That is true.
I just shared
Yeah,
him
but you
some
vouched
quality
for him.
content.
You backed him up. You said he did this wonderful.
He actually never vouched for me.
What I said was that he was pretty funny for about 20 seconds and then left the server, so I had a good impression of it.
Just leave before my lines can get old.
Very well done.
That's my secret plan. Go into Discord, speak
you're-
for 5 seconds, and then mute myself. Pull in
Way
Mary in
behind
there.
on that then.
Yeah, I didn't know that you would.
It's already been 20 seconds.
Interrupt the conversation that was going on. That wasn't.
Well, by all
Could
means,
have let it play
continue.
out.
Father, how old are you?
I'm actually 9. Sorry.
Yeah. But really, though.
18.
Just. What's the point?
What is the point, Ray?
Can you do the suicide ASMR thing?
No. Sorry. I've already committed suicide. I have to wait a week to be able to commit suicide again.
Can we just play a YouTube video that you've ripped off in the chat then instead or something, or is that?
Yeah,
maybe more? Can we just?
I'll find one real quick here. One sec.
Can you just post the other funny people you're ripping off? Can you just post the videos
Let me find one real quick. Oh, there's actually a lot of them. What the fuck? What the fuck?
This guy, he's in my sister generation. Or age group. They do a lot of suicide and I want to die kind of jokes.
Yeah, dude.
They get old really quickly.
Sad boys.
I don't know, man. I've been doing them for a while. They're still pretty funny.
False.
You like Rick and Morty?
You just don't want to use them often, otherwise they lose their value. That's why I haven't done it twice.
Isn't Rick and Morty where all that silly dapping came from?
Could be.
Don't. I mean, no, but dabbing was before Rick and Morty, I would say. I don't know if they do dab in Rick and Morty, but there's a children's show which has dabbing, and the video of it is actually pretty cringeworthy.
The
the
funniest 30.
top 10 percentile of cringe things.
The funniest thing, the funniest 30 minutes I've ever endured is when my little brother, who's around 7, tried to explain to my dad the origins of dabbing and why he thinks it's important.
Father, what are your insecurities rooted in?
Small dick size, probably.
Let him answer.
He's muted.
Oh.
I'm not disappointed at that, by the way. That isn't a call for him to unmute and come back in the chat. Now, big chum time. This is not, I repeat, this is not the sort of people we want invited into the server.
Well, presumably he already had access to.
We're going to need you to denounce this guy fairly publicly and fairly rapidly.
Yeah, I think.
Ray, when did you become a political officer?
We're going to need a conscious uncoupling from him, right? We're going to need a trial separation, so to speak.
He seemed like a nice guy, but it does seem like he's trying too hard with that.
The problem is that this is the problem I'm going to have with him, and I think everyone's going to have this, is that people like him just can't drop it. They just can't drop the act.
I understand, and I noticed that as well.
Everyone does it from time to time. Everyone fucks around. Everyone's got their little stupid shit they do, right? Marianne's got her lying, her outright lies.
Yeah,
I mean,
I was trying to coax that realization out of him when I asked him if he wanted to go back to the conversation, which disenfranchised him from being interested in the server in his agnosticism and feminist conversation. But didn't seem like he was ready for that. Go back to that.
I have returned.
Well, sometimes it takes a little bit of time.
Yeah, a little bit of lube, a little bit of time.
What are your insecurities rooted in?
Insecurities. Let me think. That's a tough one.
It's like even this is like he's already doing a bit.
Mm-hmm. It's all a bit, dude.
Father, when you're pretending that you have a successful podcast, right? Is this the sort of content that you'd be providing on it, or?
No, I like to read hentai out loud. That is what. It's funny because you think I'm joking. That's the best part.
Yeah, Father, what are your insecurities?
Let me think, Layla. That's a tough one, man.
Hold right on there, Layla. I'll get right on thinking about that for you.
Yeah, maybe.
This guy has a severe case of the what would Chandler say? Itis?
Who's Chandler?
Oh.
The what would Chandler say syndrome.
I'm considering should I respond with something serious or should I respond with a horribly placed joke?
That's a hell of a disease.
Yeah,
Come on,
I think we're trying to get you to be serious. If it's not already
Why would I be
painfully
serious?
obvious.
I mean, the server isn't exactly serious, or at least most serious of things.
But it depends if by serious you mean only serious and only ever serious. Then no, it's not serious.
How
But if by
serious would you
serious,
take a banning?
Didn't hear the question.
I think the opportunity for you to be serious is being offered to you, and seems like Molly said that if you're not serious, she will ban you.
You're burning the candle at both ends, buddy.
It's too bad. I mean, I'm not really interested in having a serious conversation right now, but
It
unfortunately,
doesn't even have to be like serious. It just has to be not shtick.
well then, by all means, go ahead, make it not shtick.
Yeah, what are your insecurities?
No, I'm passing the baton to you, buddy.
To be the question answerer?
I mean,
I think the
You said you would
insecurities
think
thing
about it.
was the topic which was proposed by the room.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, that's a tough question, and I wouldn't be able to answer that instantly. It would actually take some thought. Something I really considered before. It's not been necessary to consider.
Maybe just one thing that you're insecure or anxious or worried about.
We
I mean,
could
aside
put
from
him and Mary in their own room,
aside
and
from
they can discuss their insecurities and their lack of any kind of personality whatsoever and work it out.
it's
That may be one of the insecurities.
aside from death, the rest.
Wait, Mary has no personality?
Probably. Aside from the ever.
You know, the thing I got to
undertaking
be honest,
death,
there's so
I
many
can't
new
really think
people
of any
lately. I'm
names.
having trouble fucking keeping up with who's who.
Father, I think
just
you
don't
would
even
love
bother, Gus. It's
to
easier.
talk with Tasteless Opinion. I think
Do you
he'd really
understand
be able
your
to-
E-Father? Do you understand what I mean by what would Chandler say syndrome?
I actually don't. I don't know who Chandler is.
Okay. Have you ever seen Friends? Do you know who Chandler is?
I'm familiar with Friends, but I haven't actually watched it through to get that reference.
All right, so Chandler is a guy who always says some sort of ironic, sarcastic remark, and that's all he does.
Yeah, I suppose.
Everything that he says is like that. And in your head, before you open your fucking mouth, you think to yourself, what would Chandler say? Or in other words, what kind of witty thing can I say? You go through an actual thought process, right?
That's more of a subconscious thing. What was actually going
No,
through
no,
my
it's
head
actually
at
it's
the
very
moment.
conscious for you. It's
At
very
the-
conscious
at
because
the moment
you've
was-
even said out loud, should I say a witty joke or
Well, that
like,
was part of the subconscious wittiness. I didn't even think to say that when I said
this
that.
is something that is so ingrained in you. that
Absolutely.
Your identity revolves
that's
around
true.
your
No,
ability
I would say that's true. In part.
to be a Chandler, a real life Chandler.
See, the thing about being witty is, especially when you're learning to be witty, you're not always going to be funny, but if you never say anything, there's never going to even be a chance.
Yeah, but we're not really worried about. You're not very good at it.
8 times out of 10, then to never speak.
Look, we're more interested in the psychology behind a person that would undertake such an endeavor. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Just in the psychology, really.
Yeah.
I find that hard to believe, but it's fine.
Really? Why would you find that hard to
If you
believe?
don't stop being so fucking condescending.
Oh, really?
Yeah, really? Yeah. How many times do you want me to say really? And here's what I've learned about people like you, right?
Mm-hmm.
For one, they have incredible tempers.
Mm-hmm.
Like this whole act about the wittiness and stuff. This is just, it's part of the reason is because they aren't able to express emotions, right? They aren't able to do that. So when they do get angry,
I can see how that assessment would be valid.
Out just comes like a witty response. It's kind of like that serenity now. It just builds up and builds up and builds up because you get no release from your fucking like Chandlerisms. And then finally you just blow a gasket and you just explode. And then where's the fucking witty guy then?
Probably still there.
No. And
I can see how your assessment would be accurate, but I don't really see how it relates to me, to be completely honest.
What?
I mean, I've known you for what? Let's see, how long have I been connected? An hour, maybe less, 30 minutes. So I don't really see how you can make that assessment.
Are you Korean?
I mean, if I'm being honest, no, I'm not Korean.
Why are you playing Gamjajuseo?
Kamsha, just
That's
I want potatoes, please. It's a running joke with a few friends of mine. Because I play competitive Overwatch with a few Korean buddies, and the first word I learned was kamsha, and it means potato, and like I made a bunch of sentences based around the word kamsha, and it was just like I would be playing on the Korean servers like a VPN or something, and I don't really speak any Korean like at all. So I would just say in voice chat kamsha, like just in response to anything, because I had no fucking idea what they were saying.
That's really funny.
It actually is
Man
pretty
in
fucking funny,
Man in
'cause, like,
Caden.
that reminds
Man in
me of a story.
Caden. You found your whale, your person who is has the Chandler, what would Chandler say syndrome, And
Anyways.
like anyone with what would Chandler do, say, syndrome, you just follow him around and you give him his laugh track, just like the sitcom?
And bitch, you got the wrong motherfucking one, sissy boy. Sissy boy.
Good boy. Got him.
Fucking try that.
Anyways, so I was in a fucking department store, right? And there was this group of 4 Korean ladies
when do I
arguing
laugh?
about a pot.
When
Just
do I
let me finish the story, and then you can make fun of me. There was like a group of like 4 Korean ladies, and they were all arguing about a pot, and they were obviously Korean. They were speaking Korean, and
How do you know they were speaking Korean if you don't speak anything?
well, you can
other than,
recognize
"Can I have a
it. But
potato?"
anyways, as I was leaving the department store, I say very loudly, "Kamja jaseo," and one of them turns around, "Kamja," and it was just so fucking funny because like some old lady just fucking like potato, like really fucking loudly, and I end up sitting behind them in the Asian food place I went to directly after that because they have unlimited sushi.
I guarantee you, with your pronunciation, they didn't even understand what the fuck you said.
Well, I mean, they're the ones who turned around and like said "Kamja."
Yeah, they turned around because somebody yelled something.
Well, they repeated what I
You
said.
could have said blah blah, and they would have fucking turned around.
They said "Kamja."
That's not a word.
Kamja is a potato. It's a Korean word for potato.
No, it's gam.
No,
Gamja.
That's not how I've heard it pronounced. People.
Yes, it is. You fucking.
It's a mixture of
faggot.
a G and a K. Maybe I'm mispronouncing it. If you know better.
Yeah.
But I digress.
Yeah, they did. I guarantee you, they didn't know what you were saying.
So the story's probably false.
Yeah, so E-Father, if you're a professional Overwatch player,
I'm not a professional Overwatch player by any means. I'm
yeah.
horrible.
So what did you say about your Overwatch career then?
I play competitive Overwatch.
You mean like you play ranked?
the competitive
or do you
ladder? Yeah, I play ranked.
competitively. Okay.
I mean, I don't really play competitively. I haven't joined a team. I'm not doing any coaching right now. I do play with like friends of mine who play ranked.
Have you played in a tournament?
I have not played in a tournament.
Okay, and what's your?
Because being in a team is like fucking. The scheduling
But then
is
again,
a
you've
fucking
never
bitch.
you don't play competitive because you don't play in tournaments.
I feel sometimes for teams, but
By competitive, did you mean that you play a game and you intend to win?
Well, I think this answer will give a better explanation of what he means by competitive.
I know
E-Father,
it's a common saying.
Well, what's your
I've
SR in Overwatch?
Right now I have many accounts. Most of them right
What's your
now
highest?
Many
are
accounts. So you pay for the game multiple times.
well, one of them I got for free, and then yes, I have paid for the game multiple times.
That means you must have been banned.
I've not been banned. I do boosting actually, but I also like to have multiple accounts to be able to play with friends. So
Are you gonna?
that's
I would like the answer to the question, please. The highest
What was the question?
SR of all your
right
accounts.
now, fucking, I think it's like 3,600, 36.
So if you play competitively, you don't even know your own highest
Alright.
SR.
That's not bad.
suspect. But that's suspect because you had to think about it really hard.
I mean, there've been. I can fucking. I mean, not that I care, but fuck up. But I can actually. I can send you the accounts if you're actually curious. Shoot you a PM. Add me on Battle.net.
I have some brief interest, but I haven't actually played Overwatch in like.
You should play it, dude.
maybe
It's
a
really
year.
good. It's really fun. The thing about Overwatch is it's good for everybody. I mean, even if you can't aim, there's shit you can get
play
good with
Winston.
game sense. Yeah, well, there's not just Winston. There's tons of heroes, but yeah, I've actually considered doing a few coaching videos. I got an offer from a guy to coach a team, but the thing about like playing actual competitive Overwatch is that it's a fucking time like drain. It's a fucking time drain.
Yeah,
There's,
whatever.
like,
Have you ever seen the movie Groundhog Day?
Got him.
What?
Oh,
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
he's asking.
Oh no, I'm sorry. You just interrupted me. So I
With
mean,
Bill
Yeah,
Murray.
okay.
There's a movie called Groundhog Day.
let me think. I don't think I've seen it. Maybe. Probably.
It's a movie with Bill Murray, and he's a weatherman, and the
I
premise
feel
is
like I've
that he
watched
really
this a long time ago, but it's not like fresh on my mind.
Right. So in the movie, he relives the same day over and over and over.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And in the process, he basically
I feel like there's
Has
a bad joke coming up, but I'm ready.
are you ready to stop interrupting?
Go ahead.
Basically, he ends up having the perfect day, right?
Yeah.
He saves people's lives. He uses his time to learn how to play the piano. He learns different languages.
Oh yeah.
He learns poetry. He learns how to carve ice with a chainsaw.
Learns how to shut up when other people are talking.
He learns how to he learns medicine. He's able to diagnose people. He learns everything, right? That's what he chose to do with his time, right? To make his perfect day. You, on the other hand, if you had this time, your perfect day would just be the best Chandlerism at every opportune moment, right?
Yes.
You're worthless.
No, the reason I can't play on an Overwatch team is because there's bigger priorities than Overwatch. It's fun, but it's not like a #1 life priority. That's why I'm not like playing on a team or even trying to play on a team, because there's lots of teams out there, like shitty teams, like that are in fucking Masters or Grandmaster, and they're not like anywhere close to being able to win any tournaments. But it's like it's still a big time constraint, even if you're just getting into the scene, because it's like you have to play scrims like every other fucking day, and like balancing that with school
He
and shit is nothing.
absolutely just disregarded everything you said. Waited for an opening to start
No, I said
blathering
I
on
agree
about
with it.
something
I
so
said, yeah.
fucking stupid that you would think that we give one shit.
Got him. Well, anyways,
You guys remember when Wally used to be so gentle? And she wouldn't say shit if her mouth was full
who's
of it.
Wally? Oh, Molly. I thought you said Wally.
And then all of a sudden, and now she goes into a chat room and sailors come flying out the windows and shit.
I know, that's I feel quite bad about that.
I wonder what sort of rewards the hype crew are going to get for this session.
There's a transcript?
You should read that. I mean, that's amazing writing. Even if it's not true, that should bust me up.
What?
Ridiculous.
That's hilarious. Is that real?
Wait. Was that? Wait, is this a transcript of Trump?
Stormy Daniels and Trump, yeah.
Like Donald Trump?
Yeah.
What the fuck? I would love to see somebody like live action this, like in a fucking like a Trump impersonator.
Make a musical.
Wait, is that real?
I haven't confirmed it, but I saw it on the internet, so obviously it's true.
Obviously.
I like the image it's creating, and even if it's not real, I think I'll take that with me for a long time.
Okay. Oh, it's false. Okay. Yes. No.
Shh.
Well, asked and answered. I don't care that it's fake though. That is some some fucking top-notch writing.
No.
Asked and answered.
Yeah, I took that from you, Gus. That's a nice saying.
Good.
I gotta give you credit there.
Can you imagine how many like pizza places are gonna get that request?
Boneless pizza all over again.
I think it's quite a good idea. I'd like my crust stuffed with mini pizzas as well, please.
That's a brilliant idea, actually. Shit. We might be on the verge of a new business model.
If you could actually engineer that pizza, that would sell like hotcakes for sure.
Yeah, we could call the restaurant Pizza Mini Pizza or something. would be a
It's very
microbrewery
possible.
that
Yeah, yeah,
sells
yeah.
pizzas with
It's
micro
too big.
pizzas.
Right. It has to be like an 18-inch pizza because if you have a 45-inch pizza with other pizzas on top, it's just a big pizza with normal pizzas on it. You need a normal sized pizza with small pizzas on it.
Exactly. Yes.
Not just
That's
like 4 little Chicago town deep pan dish ones, but like
that's the
pepperoni
appeal. Yeah.
size fucking. Yeah. It's a good
You
idea.
could take a luxury too, I think, and sell them at quite a high margin.
That's actually a good idea for a YouTube video. Get them views. Make a pizza with mini pizzas on it.
Anyone want to try that?
Not me. Sure, you could PM it to some random fucking channel.
Oh shit!
Some better
Apparently the Gorilla channel was
It's already
false
been
too.
done.
You heard about the Gorilla channel?
What is the Gorilla channel?
Yeah. So
Enlighten me.
the claim that was spread was that Trump, when he got into the White House, he was perplexed that their televisions didn't have a Gorilla channel on the channel list. And so what his aides did was they put together a bunch of National Geographic documentary footage of gorillas and live streamed it 24/7 to his room so that he would have a gorilla channel, and he seemed very pleased, basically.
What the fuck?
That's how the story goes.
That's some alpha male shit right there, dude.
But apparently that's a false story as well, according to this Snopes page here.
I feel like that picture should have like cheese under it. There's not really much cheese.
Yeah, that looks amazing, Ray.
I mean, it looks amazing, but I feel like you should put cheese under the mini pizzas. Otherwise,
like-
it just doesn't make much sense.
It's like it could be a sampler for each different pizza you offer at the restaurant.
God, that would be insane.
Yeah, but it takes so long to make.
Yeah, well, that's the selling point of the restaurant because
It's fucking $100 for a fucking pizza
The way they
with mini
cut
pizza.
that is weird. I disagree with how
yeah,
they
the
cut
square
that up.
cut. Yeah, that's
Yeah, I don't get that. It's not
that's a
really...
sin, obviously.
Yeah, but if you
I
cut it,
understand why they've done it. I just disagree with it.
if you cut it into little circles, then doesn't that defy the point
I'll
of
take
having a big
pizzas only
pizza?
teenagers can eat for 20. Alex.
Go.
Oh. This was fun.